Hello, welcome back to Locked In. I know it's been some time, but we're happy to be back. Today we're going to recap the NFL draft 2020. Going to give you the best picks, um, the best draft, the worst draft, and the steal of the draft. Sam, I think I already know who you're going to pick, but go ahead and let's see if I'm surprised.
All right, so I'm going to share this right now. And what I have for my best team is the Broncos.
But tends to be soft.
No, listen. All right, Jerry Jeudy slipped down to them. He's probably the best receiver in this draft. Drew Lock needs someone. I mean, he had Cortland Sutton last season, but he's not going to cut it the whole time. He had no one else. He had Noah Fant, but, Noah Fant, he's a rookie still. Then your second round, you got KJ Hamler, one of the quickest wide receivers in the draft. We can fit him into slot position easily.
Han, do you think that's something slipping between your fingers here? Or that you're not fully grabbing something, or maybe you're dropping a point?
What, that he's a Jerry Jeudy's a god?
No, like Hamler. You don't think you're like not fully grabbing, or maybe you're slipping, having something slip out your hands?
He won't drop the ball. He had a couple of drops in college, maybe like 5 or 6. But listen.
Or 9.
He'll be fine. I'm not worried about him. He's quick. He'll fit into the slot. He's not going to be our main guy. It's going to be Jerry Jeudy. Then Cortland Sutton, he can go for the deep ball pass. So our wide receiver core is honestly stacked at this point. Then third round, having 3 picks really set us up. We got Michael Ojemudia from Iowa. He's a big cornerback. He's 6'3". He's burly. He's quick. He's good in man-to-man coverage, which is what Vic Van Gogh is trying to get into. So I'm kind of excited about that. Lloyd Cushenberry from LSU, he won their team's MVP. And getting him in the third round is honestly a sleeper pick. No one really expected him to slip this far, but we got it within a trade with Pittsburgh to get this pick. And he's going to fill in well. He still has some holes to work on. He has to work on rush defense. He's not really extravagant in that, but he'll get there. And then with another pick, we had McTevlin Agim from Arkansas. He's a big defensive tackle. He can also play defensive end. He switches around. And he does need work still, but he'll be able to get there quick. And then fourth round, taking the tight end that Drew Lock played with in college.
That was a smart choice.
Already a connection there. And the fact that he slipped this far, I mean, might as well take a pick on him. Same height as Noah Fant. He's a better blocker than Noah Fant, and he's quicker than Noah Fant. And he already has that connection with Drew Lock. Adding them 2 up on the sides, and then Jerry Jeudy in one, Cortland Sutton in the other. It's kind of powerful. And then blocking, we have Melvin Gordon right now added, and with Philip Lindsay as well. Both them blocking in the ends, it's going to be unstoppable. Then with our 5th round pick, Justin Strand, linebacker, we need some help. Von Miller can't do it himself. This he's good. He's good, but he's not up there yet. But he's going to get there with time, and with Von Miller there, it's going to help him out easily. And then 6th round, we got Nathan Moody. He was slipping because of his injury he had. He missed basically his senior season, but he's a really good guard, and I think he's going to fit in quick. They can take him off the bench right now because we have Graham Glass now, but if he works up there, he can fit in there easily. But overall, I just feel like everyone they picked is going to stand out for next season.
So this is what you have for your best draft.
Oh, it's the best draft John Elway's ever done in his life.
You know what I see right now?
Oh, God.
I just in my hand for a minute to make this joke. A whole lot of cap. All right, look. Not saying Broncos didn't have a great draft, because they did. A lot of teams did. But the only reason why I don't think the Broncos stick out as one of the best is because I feel like your second and third pick was a reach a little bit. Just because KJ Hamler, yes, he's fast, but he also has drop problems, and he's so small. I feel like he can get manhandled by some of the cornerbacks in the league.
Wes Walker.
But would you think – you guys – I feel like you had better options there the second for round 2, and you might even got him in the third with that 13th pick. I would just like either see a better wide receiver there if you're going to go that route, or a quarterback, or interior lineman. And I also thought the cornerback was a reach too. I thought there was better options. I'm not saying they're not great players, but who they were picked over, that's the only reason.
All right, well, when they come to New England next season and smack the Patriots, I don't want to hear from
Look,
them.
it don't mean nothing now, okay? It's not like it's Tom Brady there or like they're an amazing team, okay? Now the real best draft team.
Oh, God.
Look, honestly, my initial reaction going into it after the draft was that shout out to Ian. My initial reaction going to draft was either Cowboys, maybe the Cardinals, Cleveland even had a nice draft. But after a week of letting sit in, I started really looking watch the tape of everyone's first 3 picks. And out of everyone, I think Minnesota got the best overall talent and value. If you look, usually with this draft, like I said, it was deep. So people got up to the third round, where people would get contributors to a team, like maybe already a starter. But the Vikings got 4, and maybe even more. First off, they had a lot of picks, so they had a lot of chances to get this right. But Justin Jefferson, I mean, we know what he can do. He's productive. He can play all over the field. He's fast, great route runner. Jeff Gladney, he's pretty good at man coverage. I feel like he's a starter at cornerback, and so they also got Dantzler, who has great size, matches up against big wide receivers well, can press. He went up against some of the best wide receivers in college. I feel like those two replaced Trey Waynes and Xavier Rhodes well, who they lost. And they got a starter who people projected them to go in the first round for tackle in Cleveland. And then also they got pretty good depth. Like I said, they had a lot of picks, but Troy Dye, I feel like can be a great rotational linebacker, along with Lynch and Wonderman come out of South Carolina. They got great motors. They can clean up some things, but I feel like as more experience they can be great role players in the system. So I feel like they had a great deep draft. They got a lot of contributors to the team, and I feel like they didn't have the best offseason. I don't think they had a good offseason, but I feel like this draft makes up for that. And I feel like now they're back to a great team who will underachieve in the playoffs again.
How about Ian?
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson will fill Stephon Diggs' role, I think, but he's not Stephon Diggs.
That's fair.
So we'll see how it ends up going.
But he's not no slouch either.
No, but we'll see how that goes.
But now who do you have for your worst draft?
All right. So I feel like this is kind of obvious. Everyone should have this. You gotta have the Packers. I mean, your first round pick, instead of getting your MVP Super Bowl winning quarterback some talent to throw to, you draft another quarterback.
I don't see nothing wrong there.
Yeah, but it's the same thing they did when Brett Favre was their starting quarterback and they drafted Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
That means they're getting ready to transition.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers still has 3 years left in him to throw.
Yeah.
And they should have spent this time because Jordan Love, honestly, he's not a good quarterback in this draft. There's plenty of other ones that slipped. Jake Fromm slipped to the 4th round. They could have picked him. But they should have got a wide receiver at this point. Help him out because they're not going to get any better just drafting another quarterback.
Yeah.
And he's nowhere near Aaron Rodgers' caliber. So I feel like that just screwed their whole draft up from the start.
Yeah, I don't know what's up. Great teams want to piss their star QBs off.
Yeah, they got one tight end, right? And look at this. No wide receivers at all.
And the best wide receiver class in how long we seen?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got a running back out of Boston. He can't be that good if he's coming out of Boston College. I mean, come on.
and we live here, so we can say that.
Yeah, basically. So the Packers suck. Moral of it, Aaron Rodgers so good. Give the man a weapon.
Yeah, I feel like this draft, you just pissed your best player in your team off. You already don't have – there's already, a little situation there, and I feel like now you just really ruined it. You needed offensive weapons. I get you had Devontae Adams, but he can't do everything. And to not get him anything, I think it's just a slap in the face. So, start those rumors with the Rodgers to the Patriots. I'm ready.
Oh, he's – no, not to the Patriots. Holy.
Nah, it's not going to happen. I think he's going to play for the rest of the year. It'll be interesting to see what happens next year.
He's going to follow Brett Favre's role and leave. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, that's a slap in the face. And you could say the same thing about the Patriots, but, I mean, I feel like the Patriots at least try with Antonio Brown and Josh Gordon. But now talking about the Patriots, my worst Like for like Patriots fans throw stones at me, take away my Patriots fan card. Let me explain. Now people are gonna say, "Oh well, Bill Belichick knows more than us, and you guys don't know until they go into the league." Okay, yeah, you can say that about anyone, but we watch tape, we analyze, and just like your GMs do, that's what they base it off when they pick them. And guess what? Your favorite GM's not right all the time. And with Bill, he hasn't had a great draft in a couple years. I would like to blame the dog. Like, I would like to blame Nike for this draft. I just can't. The dog's too cute. But I mean, the first pick had Bill written all over it. First pick, Kyle Duggar. He's coming out of. They said he's a men against boys. He looked like a men against boys because he was actually playing against boys. Division II. He's a great athlete, great speed, but we don't know his caliber. And also, the safety wasn't really needed. We signed Adrian Phillips in the free agency. We signed Devin McCourty and Patrick Chung, who like they have a couple years left. So your first pick is going to ride the bench for 1 year or two. He's only going to contribute on special teams. And with the talent in this draft, this is a bad selection. Josh Uche, that's the only probably pick I like in this draft. I feel like he fits well. I feel like they really need to trade up. I think they could have got him with that pick they originally had in the third round that he traded with the Chargers in the beginning of the third round. But I like he fits well with the system. People compare him to Kyle Van Noy. He's fast. He's versatile. The only thing with him is experience. He didn't get a lot of snaps until his last year in college. Jennings, I feel like, is another reach, but of course, you got that Nick Saban and Bill connection come out of Alabama. I don't think he really sticks out. He doesn't do anything to wow you. He plays his role good, meaning like he'll fit good in a system, but he's going to be a role player. Now, this draft sucked for tight ends. Tight ends was weak. Would you agree? The tight ends was like probably the weakest position in this draft outside of probably punters. Maybe the punter position was even stronger. I don't even know. But all I know is the Patriots traded up twice to reach for 2 tight ends. Not that I don't like the tight ends. I feel like they're great fits. But I feel like they were huge reaches. Even Dalton Keeney, who was not projected to go to like sixth round, they traded 2 fourth-rounders and a 6th-rounder to move up in the 3rd round to get him. He's a great blocker, but even Bill said himself, he doesn't really know how he's going to fit because he wasn't really used right at Virginia Tech. Now, Devon Ossie is great. He can stretch his seam, but he's not a great blocker. He doesn't really have the full package. Again, I don't know why you would reach for 2 tight ends in this draft. And then to wrap it up, you got a kicker who now has a controversial tattoo, and the rest is just going to be role players or guys who not make the team. So discouraging to see.
They could have got that kicker in the 7th round.
Yes. He wasn't even on anyone's board. So not only you pick a kicker in the 5th round, you pick one that's not even on no one's board.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so to wrap it up real quick, who do you have as a steal in the draft?
The Cowboys getting CeeDee Lamb at their pick.
CeeDee Lamb. Yeah.
They already have a powerful offense, and adding him, he's going to be a better Dez Bryant for them.
Do you think he's much similar like Amari Cooper or no?
He's a bigger Amari Cooper.
I think, I mean, it's not a bad thing to have 2 Amari Coopers. And I wouldn't pass up on him either, so I don't blame him. My guys also come from the Cowboys. Again, I think the Cowboys had a great draft. I just didn't like their 2nd round pick with Diggs. I'm going to have to go Gallimore. He's a defensive tackle. And dude's he has a motor on him. He takes on double teams. He just knows how to get out the QB.
He's a big guy.
He's a big guy, and he got like I said, he got a motor on him. He was projected. He was reaching up. He was going on people's draft boards. He was supposed to be a 1st round pick, and the Cowboys got him in the 3rd round. So I feel like that's going to be the steal of the draft. I see a little flashes of Aaron Donald in him, even though I'm not saying he's Aaron Donald, but his flash is there. So I think that he could definitely be a star DT if he develops well. Yeah. I'll wrap it up for our podcast. Any comments or anything you guys would like us to cover for next week, just drop it below. And thank you guys for tuning in.